y'all guys, today we're going to talk to y'all about seed starting lights. Grow lights they call them. Now guys, what I want to show y'all here to say, where you going, man? Alright. You go and turn the light. We can't turn the light off in film. You got to come over here and talk to him.
Hey guys.
He's saying, hey guys. But guys, this morning me and Coach want to talk to y'all about grow lights. How you can save yourself some money and what you need to look for when you go to purchase these. Now guys, y'all see I got my grow lights set up over here. And this ain't my perfect setup. Last year I had the perfect setup and I went and bought the shells and had it all set up in here. And if you look right over there behind me, my shells that my grow lights was on that I started seeds on become a shelf for all of our canning food. We needed room to store canning. So that's what's stacked up all over there. But what I want to show y'all, last year I started everything way too early. And I said I wasn't going to do that this year. I was going to wait till March 1st to start my seeds in case our winter went late like it did last year. Well, I couldn't help myself and I got to thinking about it. So I went on and I started. This ain't one tomato of each plant each variety I'm going to plant. This is the main ones I wanted. Now guys, these tomatoes right here, that's a Cherokee tomato. This here's an early doll tomato. That's an early girl tomato. That right there is a Kellogg's breakfast tomato. And this here's the Big Zack tomato. Now guys, these tomato plants right here is 4 weeks and 2 days old today. From the day I started these. Now I started them in a little bitty seed tray like this. And of course, mine got laggy because I went to work and forgot to turn my lights on one day, so they went to stretching for the window sunlight over there. But when I potted them up into your bigger cup, all you do is on a tomato, if you got a leggy tomato, it ain't no big deal. Just plant it deep. Don't even pull your little leaves off the bottom. Just plant them in the dirt. And this is what they turned out. Like I said, that's 4 weeks and 2 days old. My peppers right here. Like I said, this ain't all my peppers. I just planted one of each variety. That's 4 weeks and 2 days old. Now it takes peppers longer to grow than it does tomatoes, so you need to start them earlier. But the weather is so hard to predict here, so I at least got me one of each tomato and one of each pepper plant that I can plant early in case it looks like we're going to have an early spring. And then I'm going to start my other ones on March the 1st, which our average frost date is March the 15th, which that ain't been correct in several years now right here. But I'm shooting for about the 2nd week of April to plant. So even if it goes over, they won't be as big as these, but these here I'm going to end up potting them up in a 1.5 gallon container and putting them in my greenhouse, which they ain't far from going to the greenhouse now. And some of this other stuff right here ain't but like 2 weeks old. This is some more tomatoes. This is a couple of habanero peppers that I saved the seeds myself last year. And then this down here is a bunch of herbs. And the herbs is a slow growing, guys. But anyway, back to the lights. You can see I built this little frame out of PVC, but this year I got 2 lights hanging side by side, and I just connected them with a little thin board here to keep them from spreading apart so I can hang them off of this one stand. It's easy to adjust. You just lift your little chain up there and hook it in whatever height you want it for your height. And you see mine was on a slope because I got my short stuff down here, my tall down there, so you want to keep your light as close to it as you can. But what I'm going to do the video is all about is how you can save you some money on grow lights. Now what I got a clip, I'm finna insert in this video, a clip from a video I made last year when I purchased these lights and the setup, and I'm just finna replay that clip of that video for y'all. Another thing you need is heat mats. And guys, here's a trick I want to tell y'all right now. Now, you ain't got to have a thermostat controller for each heat mat. You can plug in, you see I got a 3-way splitter right there plugged in. Hey, stop. I got a 3-way splitter right there plugged in, guys, and you can plug in 2 or 3, which I just got 2 in on this thermostat control. So you can use one temperature controller for multiple heat mats. If you starting them all at the same time, you just gonna stick your probe into one of them and it's gonna turn your other ones on and keep them all that temperature. So they don't tell you that kind of stuff, that you can split that off with an extension cord adapter and plug in as many as you want on one heat controller. But that there will save you some money if you want a heat controller on your heat mats but don't want to buy a heat controller for every heat mat. Y'all can tell I'm having a little issues here making the last couple videos, 'cause I'm having to keep little man there, and between him and work I ain't having no time alone to make no videos, but that's alright, that's what life's all about. I love him being around, trying to teach him everything I can, but this terrible twos gets Papa. You see, he just steady turning the lights on and off on me. He don't want to leave the lights on. He likes sitting in the dark, and right now I'm finna have to go in there because he's probably messing with my computer. Alright guys, I got him in there watching TV, so maybe he'll leave me alone, let me finish out this video here. But like I was saying, you ain't got to have a controller for every heat mat. You ain't got to have a controller at all, especially if you indoors somewhere you're keeping your house 65 to 75 degrees. You really ain't got to have a controller, but I like having a controller because it's so cold, especially when you're setting up by windows. It gets down in the 20s at night. That's a lot of cool air, so I like having my controller here, and I keep mine set on about 80 degrees, 82 degrees, unless I'm starting my lettuce or anything like that. If I'm starting lettuce and stuff indoors, most of the time I don't even put it on a heat mat. But guys, like I said, I'm gonna play y'all a clip that was off my video from last year about these lights, and a little bit about the setup and what to look for when you go to purchase these, and I promise you it'll save you some money. You can get these LED lights, $14 and a little change. And that's what I want to talk to you about and what to look for. So I went to Walmart, and in the hardware section, this is what the shelf I bought. Now, 30 bucks. A good heavy duty shelf, because it's made out of plastic, but I've got some in my shop and they really do good. But on the lights, what you want to look for is 45 to 5,000 on your lumens. You can go down to 3,500 on lumens, as long as you make sure they say daylight, and one of the most important things is to read on them boxes, and you want 5,000 K, 5,000 to 6,000 on K. That stands for Kelvins. You can buy these lights, like I said, $14 and some change. Now, if you bought that same light somewhere selling it as a grow light, you might pay $80, $125 for it, and it's the same light. You can see it comes with a cord already, just pull chain. You ain't got to wire it in. This ain't what you call a shop light where you have to wire it in. And then I got a timer that I have them plugged into. And this is just less than $4 for this little timer. And I've had one I've used for years on my dehydrator, and it works great. So I just want to show you guys, you ain't got to go, and you looking at starting seeds and all the stuff on the websites are sold as grow lights and stuff. You ain't got to spend that money to get set up like that. Like I said, I started myself with just this right here. And even that, if you bought that as a package deal, sold for starting seeds, a seed starter, some of them sell $80. Well, I bought the little heat mat, I think, for $9 or $10. I bought the little dome in a 72 cell tray. I don't know, $7 or $8. And then I got the light, Home Depot, $12, $15. And that's what I started with. Then next I built that hanger out of that PVC pipe. And I had a light out of my shop I'd brought in here and hung up. And then I went to Walmart and purchased me some new ones. Another way you can save money, instead of buying potting cells and stuff, you can get these, what I call bathroom cups, mini solo cups. I don't know what it is in there, probably 1,000 of them for $4. It's a big box of them, cheap. Just drill you a hole in the bottom of them. It's some of these cheap trays here to set them in so you can have water and water won't get out on everything. Alright guys, so you see the clip on the video from last year. Like I said, them are just LED lights, and I just replayed that clip because I didn't have all the information wrote down. I said, well, it's easier for me to clip that piece of that video in there than it is me to go getting all that information to make sure I don't get it wrong telling y'all. But guys, that's all the grow lights you need.
Papa!
What, baby?
I want loud.
You want what?
Loud.
I will in just a second. But I'm back again, guys. Like I said, I hope I just helped somebody out. I'm just making a little short video here letting you know you ain't got to go spend a bunch of high-dollar money on that stuff they call grow lights when they actually the same thing. And yeah, they do make some of them colored grow lights out there. It's pink, blue, and all that. But hey, if they'll grow a tomato that looks better than that in 4 weeks, I might go purchase some of them. But you can't tell me that they're going to grow a tomato that looks any better than these tomatoes that's been growing under these lights right here that come from Wally World. Like I said, that's 4 weeks and 2 days old from the day the seed was put in here. Now, if you want to know what kind of soil I'm using, seed starting mix, I'll attach a video above of me mixing up my own seed starting mix. And I also got a video that was following it just a few weeks ago, of how you can sterilize your soil if you so choose, but I don't choose to, and I'll talk about why I don't choose to. But now there's one thing in that video on that soil that I forgot, and that's because I didn't have any at the time, but I come back and I sprinkled it on top. Only thing I do to my soil starting mix that I make out of my soil, and you can go watch that video, is you can use some diatomaceous earth and mix it in your soil if you're making your own seed starting mix, and that'll help with any kind of bugs or flies or whatever kind of gnat fly eggs or anything like that. If they hatch out, that'll take care of your insects that's in there. Don't harm your plants. You want to get the food grade. I use that in my rabbit food, chicken food, quail food. I also use it in the garden. It's good for killing insects and stuff, and like I said, you can put that in your seed starting mix that you make yourself. Save yourself some money. And go watch that video and you'll just hear my opinion on it, that when you buy that sterilized stuff, it's taking out a lot of the good stuff that's needed to grow your plants that the good Lord put in there. But like I said, as far as worrying about insects or anything, get you some diatomaceous earth, the food grade, mix in your seed starting mix, and that'll take care of that issue. I did forget to put that in the video. I keep saying I forgot. I didn't forget. I didn't have none that day, but I forgot to mention it since I didn't have it to put in there. Because what I did is I come back and just sprinkled it on top of these that I brought in the house. Now my other seed starting mix out in my greenhouse, I went out there after the fact, after I got some, and went on and mixed some up in it. But like I said, you can't tell me that any kind of grow light that's labeled or advertised for seed starting grow lights is gonna grow anything looks any better than that right there. That started right here, right where you see it sitting, guys. But anyway, I hope this little short video helps someone out. Just go save yourself some money. Don't order that high dollar stuff. Cheap PVC pipe right there. Well, you can see in the little clip while ago how I had them set up on the trays. That's the best, on the shelves, that's the best setup. But if you just got a few you're gonna start, you already got a table, buy you a couple of these lights, build you a little PVC stand right here, ain't nothing to it, it's just, let's see, that's 1 T on each end and 1 L on each end, that's 3/4 inch, 40 schedule 40 pipe. Make you a little stand. Now you'll need to screw these two lights together. Like I said, that's just a little thin board right here, holding them together. That way you can hang them both on one chain. Now I can put 2, 4, almost 5 trays under that light. And I can actually back them up over there, but since I only got them like that, I put them right in the center. Got that and turned long ways. But 2 lights like that on one stand and one table will get you 5 trays of plants. But guys, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for putting up with this video with me trying to film this video with my little man here making a little racket. Like I said, any of y'all ever had kids and grandkids, y'all know how it is and you love them to death. I just didn't have no time to make no videos, and I need to get some videos made, so Papa's doing what he can. But thanks for watching. I hope y'all have a great day. God bless. See y'all next time.